Hello everyone, welcome to another video. What we're going to talk about today is slope, and we're going to be getting slope from a table. Alright, so slope, if you can remember, or if you've watched my other video about slope from a graph, slope is measuring the steepness. It's also called the rate of change. It's measuring the change between the y versus change over the x. So y values and x values. Okay? It's measuring that difference between those two. So when we look at this one, it's also like this on your homework. Alright? So when you get slope from a table, you have x and y values. First step, just like when you get slope from a graph, you need to pick 2 points. Now, when I say points, points have an x and a y. So you can't pick this one and that one. That doesn't count as 1 point. It has to be, that's a point. That would count as 1. Alright, so I could pick this one, pick that one, I could pick this one. I'm going to pick this one. It doesn't matter which one you pick, because as long as you are reducing and your calculator will reduce for you, you're going to get the same thing. Alright. I'm having some connection problems. Alright, there we go. Alright, so again, you pick 2 points, and you're going to write the 2 points. So I'm going to write this one down. -1, 3, and 5, 21. Again, you could pick any 2 points. After you do that, you're going to label x1, y1, x2, y2. Alright, so you could use a formula. This makes it a lot easier. So x1, always x's go first, and then the y values. So this is the first point, so I put 1 and 1. This is the second point, so I put x2, y2. So I'm going to use this. Okay, I'm going to use my formula. Now the formula is on your formula chart. You do not need to memorize it. Okay, so you're subtracting the y's over the x's. Remember the y's, right, and the x's, right? Okay, so I subtract y2. This is y2. So 21 minus y1. y1 is 3, so I put -3. If it were negative, you would put a negative. Alright, x2. x2 is 5 minus x1. My x1 is -1, so I put minus a -1. Now, I'm going to put that in my calculator. Let me show you how I'm going to put that in my calculator. So I'm going to go to New Document. I don't recommend using Sketchpad. I recommend going to a New Document. I'm going to try to focus it, but it doesn't do the best job. Alright, New Document. Do you want to save? No, thank you. And I'm going to add a calculator. Alright, so I'm going to add a calculator. Now, in the calculator, I'm going to type this exactly. And the reason why I like to use this calculator is it reduces the fraction for me. So it's the same one that you'll see on your test, the same one that your friend will get. It'll be this most reduced. So to get this like this, you're going to press Control. That's the yellow one. Alright, and then divide. This is divide. So you're going to be able to see a fraction. Alright, so 21 minus 3. 21 minus 3. That's going to be your numerator because I'm subtracting the 2 y values over 5 minus a -1. Okay? Alright. So in this one I got 3, so my slope is 3. Now, 3 is the same thing as 3 over 1 if I wanted to write it as a fraction because it's a whole number. So, now I'm going to show you another example. This is in the review packet that I gave my students in class. And I'm going to be looking at number 6. Yes, number 6. So on number 6, they give you a table and they ask for rate of change. That's the same thing as slope. So here's what we do. Same thing. I pick 2 points. That's the first step. I pick 2 points. So like I mentioned before, you could pick any of them. I'm going to pick 0 this time. And this one, you could pick any one you want, because as long as you reduce, you're going to get the same answer. Alright, so then I write down the points. Then I label, and then I use the formula. Okay, so I'm going to write down 0, 3, and 7, negative 28.5. Alright, again, you can pick any ones you want. As long as you reduce, you get the same answer. Then I label x1, always x first, y1, x2, y2. Now, for my formula, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Okay, what goes first? y2. So my y2 is negative 28.5. Negative 28.5 minus my y1, which is 3, over x2. My x2 is 7, minus x1, which is 0. So I'm going to put that in the calculator. So again, I can use the same document that I'm on. You press home and you want to go to the one that you're at, you press current. Alright, so let's type this in here. Control, divide, type that in here. So negative 28.5 minus 3 over 7 minus 0. Okay? Same thing here, same thing there. Okay? Now, this gave me a fraction. Okay? But these are not fractions. So there's a couple ways you could do this. You could put this in the calculator to get a fraction. Or I could make this one into a fraction. Okay? I'm going to put this, so I know it's negative, right? It says negative. So it cannot be this one, because that one's not negative. Cannot be this one, because this one is not negative. So let me type that one in there. Okay? Because my answer is negative. Negative 2. Negative 9 over 2. So it gives me a fraction unless I press Control and Enter. And so I can see that this fraction is the same thing as negative 4.5. Okay, so please review this video. Watch it again if you need to. Thank you.